Here, let's transition into a new subject. We're gonna have to get a little serious here, because you mentioned Louis C.K.
Oh God,
You
do we
ever
have to talk
heard
about this?
I think we should. This is what we do, man. We find victims and we empower them. This is what we do.
Shian's gonna say no political stuff.
Well, this isn't political. This is just a guy
pop
who,
culture.
Lately, things have been going on where a lot of like sexual harassment or sexual assault charges have been filed and stuff. And I was actually watching Joe Rogan the other day. It's in Hollywood, so yeah. And it's stuff that everybody who's in Hollywood says, yeah, this isn't news. This is.
Did you see the Kevin Spacey thing on Family Guy?
Yeah.
No. Got it.
Right now, before we even say anything, Family Guy, Kevin
It's on the
Spacey.
YouTubes?
Oh, definitely, it's probably on here. Family Guy.
Well, but what I was saying is the guy, Louis C.K., there it is.
It's like a 7-second.
He got busted too, but what he did I think is pretty legit. This one?
top one.
The top one?
Yep.
Well, this is from 2005.
Exactly.
$10, $5, $8, and I'll do it. Fine. Help! I've escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement. Help me!
But that's in 2005.
5. Yeah, that's
So
terrible.
obviously people know about what's going on.
Yeah, it's not a secret what's going on in Hollywood. It's been going on for thousands of years. But so with this Louis C.K. thing, though, it's a little bit more past sexual harassment. So what I heard on the Joe Rogan show is that he was in a hotel room with 2 other lady comedians and blocked the door, wouldn't let them leave, and then started to masturbate in front of them. So Joe Rogan had a girl on, I can't think of her name right now, but she made a really good point that I never thought of before. And she said that anytime a woman is with a man, or walking down the street and sees a man, or gets into an elevator and is with a man, or into an Uber, or whatever, in the back of that woman's mind, she thinks, at least for half of a second, that what happens if this guy just freaks out and just beats the piss out of me?
It all goes back to the fact, all of the suppression, all of your nervousness as a woman, all of it goes back to the fact that men are physically stronger than women.
Yes.
And my whole joke is if women were stronger, we wouldn't have waited for the right to vote. Would have been like, I'm going to the polls, out of the way, Jedediah.
Right.
Like it just would. So it all goes back to that. And I think for some guys, it's hard to grasp what that feels like to feel physically inferior because it's not mentally inferior. It's not someone's funnier. Your life is threatened when a guy blocks the door, when a guy's in your way, when you're in some guy's home and maybe he doesn't want to hear no. He can kill you.
Right.
That's all. Even a guy that's not that much bigger than me is still exponentially stronger than me. And that's just the way we're designed. It's not every woman, it's not every man, but women live with that fear.
And
So-
I never
Think about
took that into
it.
consideration because I'm the guy. I mean, I know what it's like when I'm on the mat and Neeson's like, "Hey, Larry, come let's do a round," and I'm like, "No, I don't want to. Please no, please no." But it's this is different. This is serious. So I think that's one of the things like with our program that's like a benefit that I always knew like women to rape prevention and stuff like that.
Right.
But just the empowering part of it.
Because
that's
you don't
huge.
think about it.
Yeah.
Even guys and kids, like, I never thought like that because I knew how to defend myself.
Yeah.
So I wasn't thinking stuff like that.
But-
Like, what if this guy does this? What if this kid does this? I'll beat the shit out of him. So like, like that thought never.
We don't have
crossed
that
my
same
mind.
kind of a fear. So for us, if we're in that same situation, and,
We don't think
and
like
Louis
other
C.K. is like, I'm gonna pull up my man, be like, all right, you go ahead, do what you're gonna do. I'm leaving. Bye. We're not worried about it. It just doesn't enter our brain like that. Joe Rogan also said though, he said that he was in the Comedy Store a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, he was sitting at the end of the bar, so to get wherever you have to go past this spot. So this guy walks by, and he's like 6'7" and like 320 pounds. He's like probably a guy who tried out for the NFL and couldn't make it. Like, a guy that big. And Joe Rogan, he said,
I just looked at him, he looked at me, I got physically nervous.
Yeah.
Physically nervous.
Sure.
Like I was thinking, okay, if this guy decided he was going to kill me, he was going to smash me, there's almost nothing I could do about it. He's so much bigger than me. That is how almost every woman feels around a large man.
I'm not choking that out.
He'd choke him out in 2 seconds.
He sells himself short.
Right.
But that's the feeling that women have all the time. Like, this guy wants to do something to me, what am I going to do? So I think that's important stuff to bring out.
So
to
with
the
that,
ladies.
how do you see that changing the way you teach all the women? You teach
To be honest
to
with
do
you,
grappling and stuff like that.
To be honest with you, right after I thought about a bunch of people in my school, and I thought, how I'm going to bring this out to them. Because it's a perspective for me that's brand new. I mean, I've gone places like when I was younger, and places I know I'm not supposed to be, and I'm like, okay, something could go down. Okay, probably not making it out unscathed. Okay, but I gotta go here, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Okay, all right, hope it works. I've done that, but like a woman's not even thinking that. She's thinking like, oh my God.
Have you you ever have Lauren come to your school and do the?
No, she's never done a seminar at my school.
Okay. Have you ever done one of those seminars?
Yeah.
Okay, but she's never done.
We used to have Jillian. Jillian used to run it for
So
us.
she came to school and stuff, and we were going over stuff. But like one of the things is, look, in a self-defense situation, some guy's gonna try to get between your legs, and this is where jiu-jitsu is perfect.
Yeah.
From that position, you have the advantage. And we show something like, look, if I go to strike her and she boom overhooks triangle, and then I'm like, let's be realistic. I try to take her pants off, and I grab their pants, and she just boom, Kimura.
Yeah.
That's your arms right there.
Yeah.
And you could see the women were like, oh, snap, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is
Because she's putting it in a real life
woman
situation.
safe
Yes.
Yeah.
program? Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she's putting it in that perspective.